Could you please introduce yourself and which country you represent, sir?
Well, I'm the Speaker of House of People, the lower house in India. My name is Somnath Chatterjee.
Now, it is very important that you tell us a little bit the history behind the House of Parliament in India, because I think you have got a very rich history here.
Yes, although you are a very old democracy and the principles of democracy have been well established in India even from the early days, I mean, 3rd, 4th, 5th centuries. But you know we have been under the British domination. So part of colony of India, Britain, and we became independent only in 1947. And then our constitution was drafted. It was till 1950-51.
I think by Dr. Ambakadir.
Yes, Dr. Ambedkar was the good chairman of the drafting committee of our constitution. And we had what is called, they set up a constituent assembly to draft the constitution, and there Dr. Ambedkar was the president of that. And ultimately in 1951, the constitution was finalized. And then the parliament was constituted. Under that constitution, the first elections were held in 1952. Since then, 14 general elections have been held. Initially, we started to be a dominion. We had a dominion status, and then with Queen as the head, but now we became Republic in 1952, and now it's a Republic of India. And we have a cabinet system of government, and at the head of the state is a president. Also, although our system is cabinet system of government, not parliament, presidential system, but like the Queen is the head of the government, head of the state, we have a president, which is head of the state, and we have two houses. The lower house, which is directly elected by the people, consists of 545 members. This is called the House of People, or Lok Sabha. Lok means people. Sabha means house. And the other house is called Rajya Sabha, that is Council of States, where the members from the different states have representation according to its population. They are indirectly elected, not directly elected by the people. Well, these two constitute our parliament, of which the titular head is the president. Well, the laws relating to the whole country are made by the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. I mean, these parliamentary houses, and all laws have to be passed by both the houses to be effective, and President gives his or her assent. But in our constitution is always somewhat of a federal nature, because under the constitution, some powers are assigned to the central government, that is central legislature, and others are the power is conferred on the state legislatures, that's the federating units. And with that, the balance is drawn up. There are many issues which primarily concern the states, and therefore those are state issues, and there are some parliament issues of central nature, like defense, like communications, like foreign policy. These are all matters. There cannot be different foreign policies. There has to be one foreign policy. And the government at the center decides all those things, of course, with the parliament's approval. Our budget is passed only in the lower house. The financial business is only restricted to lower house, in the sense they can pass it or they can reject it. The upper house cannot reject it. They only can discuss what is the financial proportion. We have a system called money bill. Whatever expenditure has to be made, only the House of People can decide that. Because you know money bills are very important. They say no taxation without representation. That means the representatives of the people can only decide what taxes are to be imposed, what rates have to be imposed, and all that. Therefore, on that basis, the money bill dealing with the financial provisions are to be passed by the House of the People. But this is the general system also in this country. Therefore, basically, we have followed the Westminster model of our governance with the cabinet at the top. And cabinet is really the deciding authority. And with a titular president corresponding to the present role of the Queen in this country. Well, this is briefly, this is the position.